Starting at forward number 25, Logan Godby. Starting at forward number 31, Jenna King. And starting at guard number 34, Emma King. And head coach for the Lady Pats, Cassandra McWhorter.
Maddie Boyle will bring it into the front court. Lincoln going right to left on your radio dial. Bounces to the high post to Jenna King. King will hand off to Emma King. King drives, gets in the paint. Shot is blocked, but gets her own. Puts a dribble down and goes up and draws a foul. And that first foul will go against Sagan Robbins, the team's first. And, Tim, I like what Lincoln County did right there. Got aggressive and went to the basket. Emma King will go to the free throw line for two.
Well, one of the things that you have to do is just go right at them. You can't back down. You got to play your game and try to get everything you can, and the first point's good.
So King hits the first free throw, and see what Lincoln County chooses to do defensively here after King with this second free throw. And second free throw is good as well. Lincoln County on top, 2-0. Lincoln's going to little man-to-man, full court pressure. It's token pressure, just trying to slow down. Godby on Robbins. Robbins at the top of the key. He gets it off to the left. Souter's going to drive, got by her man, lays it up and in.
Yeah, nobody cut her off at the baseline, put it up and in. Good. That was too easy.
Too easy. We're tied at 2. And King coming straight down the floor now, has it stripped away, kicks it back out to Godby. Godby picks up her dribble, cross-court pass to Jenna King. King drives, gets in the paint, and travels. Mercer County does a good job of helping out, too, defensively, Tim.
Yeah, lots of people collapse on the basketball right there, and that's what happened, and got called for the turnover.
Robbins will bring it into the front court in the corner now to Souter. Or correction, that's Faith Lake. Lake will bring it back out top. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. We're tied at 2. Left side now to Souter. Souter looking, gets it out top to Houston. Houston right side to Lexi Lake. Looking, still looking. Couple crossover dribbles, gets to the free throw line, crosses over, kicks it in the corner. 3 on the way from Souter. Good.
And that's what they do so well. They'll drive, penetrate, kick out, and shoot the 3.
5-2 your score. Mercer County on top. Maddie Boyle drives, loses a handle on it, and got some contact here, but just lost it. It's going to go back to Mercer County.
2 times down the floor. Lincoln County comes away with 0. Turnover both times.
They get it in to Robbins quickly down the floor, gets to the free throw line, lobs it in the corner to Houston. Out top now to Lexi Lake, and then to Souter. Souter in the corner to Faith Lake. Lake drives, gets to the elbow, kicks it out. Godby had a hand on it, but Robbins controls. 3 from the top of the key. No good. Battle for the rebound. Houston controls for Mercer County. 6:20 to go in the first. 5-2 Mercer on top. Houston with the offensive rebound for the Lady Titans, and she'll hand off to Robbins, and the Mercer County will reset the offense.
Got to get on the boards. They did such a great job, Lincoln County did last night.
Man-to-man from Lincoln County. Now they're going to give it over to Houston. Houston's going to fire a 3, and it's missed off the back iron. Godby there for the rebound. We'll give to Boyle. Boyle cross-court pass to King. King drives in, bounces over to Wilkes. Wilkes lost the handle on, but then laid it in.
She was ready on the get-go as soon as she got it. Took it up and in. A PBK bank shot for Lincoln County.
5-4 Lincoln trails. Mercer with the basketball. Robbins gets a high screen, gives it over to Souter. Souter fakes a 3, gets it in the corner of the Lake. Lake drives, shot up and good, and she's fouled. That was Faith Lake. Foul is on Emma King. That's her first and the team's first. And Tim, you mentioned it in last year's game. Emma King picked up 2 quick fouls and had to sit most of that first half.
She did. Our first shout out of the night to Richard and Sheila Skidmore, listening from Bradenton, Florida, enjoying some boiled shrimp and cheering for the Lady Pates. They say, go Lady Pates, try to bring it home. And also a shout out to our good friend Larry Vaught, who was going to try to be here with us tonight, but Larry's a little under the weather. Get better soon, my friend.
Lincoln in a trap in the backcourt. Boyle will lob it in the front to Jenna King. Bounce it down to Wilkes. 10-foot jumper. No good. Rebounded by Lincoln County. Shot up and in. Jenna King on the offensive glass for the Lady Patriots. It's 8-6. Lincoln trails. Souter quickly the other way. We got a foul. It's going to go against Caitlin Wilkes. That's her first and the team's second. And Tim, Lincoln County not getting back quick enough in transition.
Yeah, and Jenna King on the finish on the other end. What a great game she had last night for Lincoln County. And you're right, Mercer County drives it right down, goes to the rack, and be going to the free throw line again.
First free throw from Emma Souter is good. She has 6 points. The lead is 9-6 with 5:19 to go in the first. She'll have a second free throw here. Lady Patriots got past the backcourt pressure. Once they did, had numbers and took advantage of it. So we'll see if Lincoln can continue to do that. Souter hits the second one. Maddie Boyle in a trap in the backcourt, picks up her dribble, calls a quick timeout. We'll take it with them. Lincoln County.
Do you eat nails for breakfast? Then you'll appreciate Kubota's Tough M-Series tractor. Available with 84 to 135 turbocharged horsepower, the M-Series has direct injection Kubota diesel engines, fully synchronized transmissions, B-speed turn, and ergonomic comfort cabs. The M-Series is one of the toughest, hardest working, most dependable mid-sized tractors on the planet. Kubota, everything you value. Come see your local Kubota dealer, Lawson Tractor and Implement on Highway 27 in Junction City.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
The championship game at Pulaski County High School tonight between Lincoln County and Mercer County. Mercer County up by 4. That's the largest lead of the game. Lincoln County inbounding. Kevin Bandera with the call.
Lady Patriots struggling to inbound the ball. It was batted away by Faith Lake, and out of bounds, fortunately, for the Lady Patriots. And this full court pressure will take its toll. They lob it into King, back to Jenna King, and she'll bring it down the floor for Lincoln County. Bounce into the front court to Maddie Boyle. Lincoln trailing 10-6, 5 minutes to go in the first. Boyle dribbling out at the volleyball line. Lake out to guard her, crosses over, gets to the elbow, kicks it in the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Wilkes. Good.
Caitlin Wilkes with the three-pointer for Lincoln County. Not only can she hit it low, she can hit it out deep, and we're going to get I believe they're going to say a little bit of a delay when they hit the basketball when it came through the hoop, Kevin.
Yeah, I think it's a warning. Lincoln County touched it after it came through the hoop, so no harm there unless they do that again. 10-9 your score, 4:50 to go here in the first quarter.
Patriots back within one. Shout out to Mama B. McGuffey listening to us tonight.
Robbins into the front court, top of the key, kicks it in the corner, drives baseline. Lake gives it over to Lake, now on top to Houston. Houston drives, gives it back to Lexi Lake. Drives, nice shovel pass underneath to Souter, but missed the layup. Wilkes with a big rebound. Lincoln County looking to take the lead. 10-9, trailing. Boyle fakes, drives, gets it to Emma King. Long three from the wing, back iron, no good. Easy rebound for Robbins.
Boy, it looked good from here.
Yeah, a little, maybe too quick of a shot there. Robbins penetrates, drives, lays it in.
We have the angle here when they shoot it from the wing, and that shot looks so good from King, just wouldn't fall, then Robbins comes back. Mercer up 3.
Halfway through the first quarter, it's 12-9. Maddie Boyle with the basketball, angles off to the left, crosses over to the right, gets to the free throw line, steps back, drives, kicks it over now to Jenna King. King in the corner to Boyle. Boyle will work it back out, picked up by Houston. Going to cross over, cut off, and we'll work it back out. Gets a screen from Emma King, and we'll give over to Emma King. It's stolen away by Houston. Houston into the front court. The right side, angles in, goes over now to Lake. Lake drives, kicks it back to Souter. Souter drives, kicks it back. Houston traveled, no call. Three-pointer's good.
Boy, she has a flat three-pointer, Kevin. Some of the other girls have a high arching shot. That's the largest lead now for Mercer.
I think I'll take my chances with Houston shooting that three all night, though.
They're letting her.
So 15-9, Boyle into the front court, crosses over, gets to an 8-foot jumper, good.
Wow, what a move by Maddie Boyle. Crossover behind the back and then drains it.
3:10 to go in the first, 15-11. Lincoln County hanging around. Robbins drives behind the back dribble, gets by her man, goes up and lays it up. It won't go, but she draws the foul. Boy, Robbins is very, very quick right there. Kind of backpedaled and hesitated and then got by her man.
I know that a lot of people have made notice of this, but she has already committed to the University of Louisville to play basketball there, and also all 5 starters for Mercer County. And we talked about this last night in the game when we got ready for this one. When's the last time we've been able to say that all 5 starters for a team have Division I scholarship offers?
It's crazy. That's just a testament to what Mercer County's done, and Coach Souter for getting those names out there as well. Robbins misses the first and hits the second. 16-11. Lincoln turns it over. Robbins gets it to Lake, 3 in the corner. No good, but an offensive rebound. Lincoln County's got to get on the boards.
And they got to get it in bounds quickly. This is what hurt them last year in the first quarter.
And here we go again. Mercer's pressure taking its toll. It's 18-11.
Shout out to LMA listening to us tonight. LMA Curlis says, come on, let's go, Lady Pates. And also to Thea Long cheering for the Lady Pates.
Boyle down the floor to Godby. Godby drives, is cut off by Robbins. Picks up her dribble, gets it out front to Boyle. Boyle gets by her man, goes up. 8-footer good, and she's fouled.
Scored the last two. Now she has a chance for the and one. Maddie Boyle going to war for Lincoln County.
18-13, 2:40 to go in the first, and Boyle at the free throw line. Souter working the official there on that shot. Thought Boyle got fouled earlier, too, on her path to the basket. Able to hit the free throw. She has 5 points. It's 18-14, 2:38 to go in the first. Robbins skip pass in the corner to Emma Davis, who just checked in. She got by her man, but can't make the layup. Wilkes with a big rebound for the Lady Patriots, and will hand off to Emma King. King in a trap, gets it in the front court to Jenna King. King drives, 3-on-2, ball fakes, kicks it over. Logan Godby, 10-footer, good.
In the short corner, King brought him to her and then kicked it in.
18-16, and Houston quickly down the floor, and Boyle fouled her. That'll be her first and the team's fourth. And Lincoln, you cannot celebrate buckets. You've got to get back. And you got to make sure, because Mercer County has the ability to throw it over the top, and that's what they did on that trip. 2:14 to go at the first. Lincoln County trailing 18-16, and Lyric Houston somewhere in the vicinity of the free throw line. Good. I say that because she's about 2 feet behind that line.
She does that. We've noticed that the last time that Lincoln County played. She steps back a full foot or two and makes them.
Hit both of them. So she has 5 points. Here comes that pressure again. Boyle in a trap. Nice skip pass over to Emma King. 3-on-2. King drives, kicks it over. Wilkes, 3 from the corner. Got it.
Are you kidding me? Caitlin Wilkes with 2 3-pointers tonight.
8 points for Wilkes with 2 minutes to go. It's 20-19, and right back is Sagan Robbins with an answer. 3 of her own. Now Lincoln County running to King. King to the middle of the floor. Drives, goes up, scoop shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Houston. Mercer on the run. Lincoln trails by 4. Houston traveled.
According to the Kentucky High School Athletic Association site, Caitlin Wilkes had 3-point field goal all year long. She has 2 tonight in the first quarter.
With 1:44 to go in the first, the Lady Patriots trailing 23-19, standing toe-to-toe with Mercer County. Sutherland checked in, gets it into Shear, who also checked in, lobs it down the floor to Sutherland. Lincoln again with numbers, 3-on-1. Sutherland over to Wilkes. Wilkes' shot is no good. Battle for the rebound. It is stripped away by Robbins. Robbins long down court pass to Davis. Davis' shot is no good, but she's fouled.
Another point-blank shot by Lincoln County, but, Mercer County's missed a couple of them too, Kevin. 23-19. Lady Pates trail by 4, 131. And also Skylar Long listening to us tonight. He says, come on, let's go, Lady Pates. Tommy Owsley checking in with us as well, listening to us tonight on WPBK FM. First free throw, no good.
Davis missed the first one, and Lincoln's got to take advantage of those 3-on-1 and 3-on-2 breaks. They've done it a couple times by fanning it out to the corner, and Wilkes is buried a 3. But when Lincoln's gone inside, they've missed the shots and not gotten the rebounds. Davis connects on the second one. 24-19. Shearer into the front court, picks up her dribble, lobs it in the corner to Wilkes. Wilkes guarded by Souter.
You think they're going to go out and guard her now?
I think they should. Try to lob it into Sutherland. Bad pass. Picked off by Mercer County. Here comes Robbins. Stop and pop from 3. Got it.
Wow. Nothing but money right there from Robbins. You can't stop that.
9 points for Robbins, and it's a 27-19 lead. Sutherland spins and travels.
Yeah, just like we said, this is what Mercer County does so well. You get the lead down to 2, and then all of a sudden it's back up.
It was at 20-19.
Yeah, 20-19, and they're on a 7-0 run.
So 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. Lincoln trails by 8. It's the largest lead of the night for Mercer County. But you get the sense if Lincoln can hang around here, and you mentioned it, Tim, weather the storm, they can stay in this game. Faith Lake with it out top, and Emma King slaps it away, but Lake retrieves it. Lake drives, hands it off to Houston. Houston driving. Scoop shot up and in.
Yeah, just They can go outside. They can go inside. Now they're up 10.
Shear behind the back dribble, gets to the free throw line. Dribbles out as she was in traffic in the corner. Now drives baseline. She's cut off, and there's a blocking foul on Emma Souter. That is her first and the team's second. And, Tim, if you'll remember, the very first trip of the night, Emma King drove and drew a foul on Sagan Robbins. That was their first foul. They just picked up their second foul with 32 seconds to go.
Pretty cleanly played game so far. 8 fouls between the two.
Sutherland looking to get it in, and now we'll get it to King. King drives, steps back, gets by her man, goes up in traffic, contacted, no call, and it is picked up by Faith Lake. And now there's a double dribble.
Yes.
So now 29-19 is the score with 24 seconds to go. Lincoln's going to send Maddie Boyle back in. It's going to replace Godby. So Lincoln County with Emma King, Wilkes, Shearer, Boyle, and Sutherland on the floor. Trailing by 10, 24 seconds to go. Wilkes in the corner, gets it out top to Boyle. Boyle gets it over to Shearer. Shearer drives, gets a screen, lobs it down low, too tall, picked off by Mercer County. Not a good entry pass. And Lincoln County with another empty trip. And now one shot as they get down to 10 seconds to go. Houston into the front court, down to 7 seconds. Crosses over, stops. Sutherland cuts her off. She drives and goes right to the basket and lays it in. End of the first quarter, Lincoln County down 31-19. This is Lady Patriot basketball on 102.9 WTBK FM.
Making funeral arrangements in advance isn't hard, it's easy, and it's one of the greatest gifts that you can give your family. Contact McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company and request a personal planning session. With over 20 years of experience, funeral directors Kyle McKnight and Jamie Oakes can assist you in pre-planning the funeral service that reflects who you are now. Cemetery arrangements, a list of pallbearers, readings, musical selections, and other personal details. McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company. Family owned and committed to serving you with dignity.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with State Farm's homeowner's insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Jason Todd, your local State Farm agent, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can make sure you get the discount you deserve and coverage you need. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Jason Todd, at 365-9882 or stop by my office at 711 Danville Avenue in Stanford today to find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
Lincoln Basketball.
Discount can save you.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
The Lincoln County Lady Pates cut the lead 20-19, and we talked about it, weathering the storm. Now Lincoln County's got to come back out. Mercer went on an 11-0 run. It's 31-19 to start the second. Here's Kevin Bandura.
Robbins brings it into the front court, angles off to the right, now back to the top of the key. Guarded by Shearer to the high post. They fan it out. Houston's going to try a deep three. Short. Battle for the rebound. And a nice job by Maddie Boyle. Had position there. She was fouled by Allie Burke. That's her first and the team's third.
Let's give a shout out to all the Florida boys that are playing golf today. And Popcorn Brown is the leader of that group. How about that? Could that be exciting or what? Playing golf in Florida with Popcorn Brown the leader.
Lincoln quickly down the floor. King gets it down low to Sutherland. Sutherland got loose, turns around. Shot is good.
That stops the bleed a little bit for Lincoln County.
31-21. Quarter early quick shot. Rebounded by Emma King as it was a miss from Mercer County. Boyle into the front court, bounce it down to Sutherland. Sutherland back to Boyle. Boyle drives, gets it in the corner. 18-footer from Sutherland, good.
Nice. 4 points straight now for Sutherland.
31-23, 7:10 to go. Robbins into the front court here in the second quarter. Gets a screen, angles to the left, going to step back and shoot a three. It's good.
And just like that, they answer.
12 points for Sagan Robbins, and Lincoln looking to try to get somebody open here. They bounce it into Boyle. Boyle down the sideline, throws it to Emma King. King to the middle of the floor. Sutherland down to Wilkes, who lays it up and in.
Great play that time for Lincoln County to get it down floor and find the wide open Caitlin Wilkes.
34-25. Souter drives, kicks it in the corner. Lake's three, good. Faith Lake with 8 points, and it's 37-25. Largest lead of the night. Now we got Haley Sutherland stepped over the line on the inbound, so it's going to be a turnover as that press takes its toll. And we see Emma Souter check back in.
I've already figured out, Kevin, I'm going to need more paper We're going to have more paper if they keep scoring at this pace right now. 37-25. We're only a minute and 19 seconds, or a minute and 21 seconds into the second quarter. Man.
Robbins with it out at the jump circle. Has a screen on either side. Uses the right one. Long three. Robbins can't get this one to go. Boyle with the rebound for Lincoln County. Maddie Boyle into the front court. Lincoln trailing by 12. We'll hand over to Trinity Shear. Shear spins, kicks it over. Boyle, three on the way from the wing. It's long, no good. Battle for the rebound. Emma King right there with it. Left-handed scoop shot won't go. Sutherland with the offensive board. It won't go, but she's fouled. Boy, Lincoln's got to put those offensive boards back in.
How about the battling on the boards right there? Only 2 offensive rebounds each for Lincoln and Mercer in the first. Kevin, only 5 rebounds for Lincoln and 4 rebounds for Mercer. But everything's been going in.
2 free throws for Haley Sutherland. Her first one was good. She has 5 points all in this quarter.
I think the last 5 straight.
The last foul went against Emma Souter, her first and the team's 5th. So Sutherland connects on both. 10-point lead for the Titans, 37-27. 6 minutes to go in the second. Robbins gets a screen, spins, drives in, kicks it in the corner to Lake. Lake out top to Souter. Souter drives, gives it over to Robbins. Robbins drives, kicks it over. 3-point shot on the way. No good. Battle for the rebound. Emma King with it as Emma Davis missed that 3-pointer. Lobs it in the front court to Boyle. Boyle stops at the wing. Thought about a 3, but won't take it. Gets it out top now to Shear. 37-27. 5.5 to go. Got it to Sutherland. Back to Shear. Shear drives, bounce it to Wilkes. Wilkes hands it back in the corner to Shear. Over now to Sutherland. Sutherland drives. Corner. 3 on the way from Emma King. No good. Offside rebound actually goes out of bounds and will go to Mercer County.
Just a little bit too long on that shot right there, and it went all the way and hit the other side of the rim, and Robbins just lets it go out of bounds. AGE Engineering. Lincoln County trying to engineer a win here tonight. AGE Engineering can do all that for you. Site preparation and everything. Check them out on Foster Lane in Stanford. AGE Engineering.
Souter with it on the right side, looking for help. Puts a couple dribbles down. Tries to work on Wilkes. Went behind her back. Wilkes cut her off. Hands out to Lexi Lake. Lake back to Souter. Souter looking inside. Lots of cuts by the Mercer offense. Out to Robbins. Robbins crosses over, gives it over to Lake. She'll fire a 3. This one's short, no good. Battle for the rebound. Souter pulls it in, throws it away. Picked off by King. King into the front court. Races down, shot off the glass, won't go. Sutherland battling for the rebound. It goes off the hands of Faith Lake. The Mercer County faithful not happy with that call. 4:35 to go in the second. Lincoln down 37-27.
The way they have the gym set up here, half of one side is Mercer, half of the other side is Lincoln. We're right behind the Mercer half.
They get in the corner to Emma King, to the high post to Sutherland. Shot rolls out, rebounded by Sagan Robbins. Robbins quickly down the floor to Lake. Lake drives in, has her shot blocked by Emma King, but that'll be her second foul. Be the team's 6th. With 4:21 to go in the second, it's 37-27. Lincoln County trails, and a little bit of a scoring drought here for Mercer County.
Yeah, really. They had 31 points, only scored 6 in this quarter so far, and that's really low for them.
Missed free throw by Faith Lake. She has 8 points on the night.
Be sure to go down to the Lincoln Plaza and get some hot and ready pizza. The breadsticks, the cheese sticks, the garlic bread, everything is so good at Little Caesars. Hot and ready for you. Pizza, pizza.
Second free throw is long but rolls in. So it's 38-27, 4:20 to go in the second. Maddie Boyle in the backcourt with it, facing the trap. Long down court pass in the corner to Wilkes.
Ooh.
Wilkes thought about a 3, gives it over to King. King drives, has her shot blocked. No call there, but it's going to stay with Lincoln County as it went out of bounds. And Jenna King will check in for Emma King. Well, Lincoln has had opportunities to chip away at this lead, Tim, and just haven't been able to hit the shots.
Yeah, the largest lead of the game for Mercer was 12. Lincoln County trails by 9 right now, or actually by 11.
Boyle working on her man at the top of the key, steps back out, crosses over, gets to the free throw line, goes up, shot is off the glass, no good, but a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Lexi Lake. That is her first foul. It's the team's 6th. Actually, her second foul. Or correction, it's her first. Not a shooting foul.
Right.
So Souter going to check back in for Mercer County. And 3:59 to go in the second. Lincoln trailing 38-27. Tried to lob it in, is batted away and controlled by Houston. Houston, nice bounce pass up front to Souter. Souter ahead of everybody, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wilkes. Wilkes dribbles down the right side into the front court, picks up her dribble, hands to Boyle. Boyle, right wing, will back it back out and set the offense. Lincoln's been very patient here offensively, but boy, you got to take advantage of these missed Mercer County shots.
Exactly what I was going to say. You don't see Mercer County miss layups like that very often. Lincoln County has got to capitalize this trip.
Boyle with it on the right wing, out top now to Sutherland. Three from the top of the key, won't go, but rebounded by Jenna King. Has it stripped away by Houston. Houston crosses over quickly into the front court, lobs it down low to Lake. Lake's shot won't go. There's Wilkes again with a rebound to Boyle. Long down court pass to Jenna King. King shot up and in.
That's taking advantage of it.
38-29, 3 minutes to go. Cross court pass to Houston. Houston fakes a three, travels.
All right, so now Lincoln County's cut the 11 back down to 9. They had it down to 1, and then Mercer County went on the 11-0 run, weathering the storm. It's what we've talked about.
So many empty trips for Mercer County, but Lincoln not able to do too much damage, but they have cut it to 9, under 3 minutes to go. 38-29. Boyle into the front court, bounces over to Jenna King. King bounces, tried to get it down low to Wilkes. It was kicked by Robbins, so it'll stay with the Lady Patriots.
James Carrier listening to us tonight. He says, shout out to the Stanford Elementary School runners-up at Regionals Governor's Cup today, and Highland Elementary team. We'll get that coming up in a second.
Jenna King with it on the wing, bounces it out to Boyle. Boyle gets to the top of the key, now brings it over to the left side, guarded by Souter. Tries to bounce it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes spins through a double team and lays it in. Great move by Caitlin Wilkes.
All right, got it back down to 7.
38-31, 2:28 to go in the second. The Lincoln faithful starting to get a little action now. Robbins with it, top of the key, crosses over, step back, got to be on her now. Robbins will back it back out. Gets to the top of the key, drives, splits, goes by her man, shot up and good. Boy, Sagan Robbins can score in a phone booth.
She didn't have as good a game against Lincoln County the first time. Didn't make double digits for probably one of the few times this year.
Got it down, tried to throw a long half-court pass to Sutherland. It was batted away. Going to be a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Emma Souter. That is her second and the team's 7th. So 1:58 to go here in the second quarter. Lady Patriots trailing 40-31. It's going to send Haley Sutherland to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. And boy, going back to Wilkes, she was just really a wrecking ball on that last possession.
What I was saying is we have this free throw right here from Sutherland. Oh, missed the
go.
first one. Foul.
Rebounded by Houston, and Jenna King went over the top, so that'll be her second, and that will send Houston to the free throw line. We'll walk to the other end of the floor. 1:57 to go until halftime, and Lincoln trailing 40-31.
The Stanford Elementary School runners-up at Regional Governor's Cup, and Highland Elementary's team was the sportsmanship winner. It just ended about 15-20 minutes ago, so that's hot off the press. Congratulations to the Stanford Elementary School runners-up at Regionals Cup, and Highland Elementary won the sportsmanship award.
First free throw from Houston is good. She's in double figures with 10, and the lead is 10 with 1:57 to go until halftime.
It's back out to 10 after Lincoln County had it down to 7. But, Kevin, you got to hang around, and, get hot with some threes. Anything can happen.
Boyle in the backcourt now in a trap. Tries to get by her. Tried to throw it off her man. Is on the floor. Battle for it. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Lady Patriots, but just an unforced error right there. I don't want to say unforced because it was a trap that forced it, but Lincoln's got to do a better job of not dribbling into that coffin corner.
Yeah, when I was listening to last year's game today in preparation for this one, that was the problem. They were not throwing it diagonal like they need to do and get it down the floor. Now they come on in.
King down to Sutherland underneath, who got loose, lays it in.
What a nice look from Emma King to get it to Sutherland.
8 points for Sutherland. The lead is 8. Mercer drives. Souter is fouled. That's going to go against Wilkes. That's her second and the team's 8th. Now, Tim, Lincoln County with Wilkes, King, and King both with 2 fouls with 1:38 to go in the second, trailing 42-33.
Great passing for Lincoln County today. You know, they're down 42-33, but they are getting some assists to the right person, and that's back out to 10 for Mercer County. You got to just try to keep hanging around. We keep saying that, I know, but don't let them get a lot of separation between you and be there in the fourth quarter.
You can't, if you're Lincoln County, you're not going to win the game in the second quarter. You just don't want to lose it in the second quarter.
Exactly, like they did last year in the first quarter.
Both free throws good. Boyle into the front court. Lincoln trailing 44-33. Back to Sutherland. Three from the top. The key, good.
What a game Haley Sutherland is having. Count that three.
11 points for Sutherland, all in the second quarter. Robbins drives in, shot off the glass, good. Boy, when Mercer County needs an answer, they go to Sagan Robbins, and she is very adept at that. And Maddie Boyle double dribbled in the backcourt. So Lincoln trailing by 10 with 1:15 to go, and now bringing subs in with Godby and Wilkes back in the game. Napier in the game as well to go along with Sutherland and Shearer.
The officials on Lincoln County side over there didn't think that happened. All the officials on Lincoln County side, our fans, they didn't like that call, Kevin.
Out top now to Souter. Back up, step back three, back iron, no good. Nice rebound.
All right.
For Logan Godby. Godby in a trap, hands over to Shearer. Shearer into the front court, long down court pass to Wilkes. Wilkes gets by her man, 10-footer, no good. Napier battling for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Patriots with 59.7 seconds to go. And McKing checks back in, replacing Logan Godby. Lady Patriots trailing by 10.
The passes that I've seen tonight from deep, you know, right after the half court, they're getting them down low.
Sutherland drives in, can't get it to go, rebounded by Houston. Now Sutherland dogging her. Houston down the sideline to Robbins. Robbins in the corner. Three on the way from Lake. Good.
Look out.
That was Lexi Lake. It's 49-36. Shearer bounces it over to Sutherland. She's going to try another three, and this one is no good, and it's rebounded by Souter. Lincoln County trailing 49-36. 30 seconds to go, and just a little late barrage here by Mercer County has pushed it back out. Robbins got by her man and works it back out. She's going to try to hold it for one shot. But Jekyll and Hyde for Lincoln County. Moments of great defense and transition offense, and then empty trips as well. Robbins down to 10 seconds. Drives, cuts through, gets by her man. Can't get it to go. Battles for the rebound. Rebounded by Shearer. Shearer long down court.
Wearing the home white uniforms, Lincoln County in the road blue uniforms. Kevin Bandura to take you through the second half of the championship game of the 12th Region Tournament.
Robbins into the front court. Mercer now going right to left. It is stolen away by King. King jumped the passing lane. He's going to take it coast to coast, lay it in. So Emma King now with her fourth point, and that's what Lincoln County needed right there. A good start. Here comes the press. They get it in the front court. Now out top to Souter. Souter drives, kicks it in the corner. Houston step back three. It's good.
And she's made Lincoln County pay with that three-pointer.
Long down court pass to Godby. Godby fans it over to Wilkes. Wilkes 10-footer off the back iron. No good. Houston with the rebound. Lincoln needed to penetrate there instead of taking that shot. Quickly the other way comes Mercer County. That shot won't go, but it's rebounded by Souter. Her putback won't go. We've got a whistle and a foul. Lady Patriots got to box out instead of watching the ball flight.
A lot of Mercer County fans sitting right in front of us and to our left, shaking their heads, saying, what is up with the misses for Mercer County on the point-blank shots?
Second foul on Maddie Boyle, and the first free throw from Souter is good. She has 8 on the night. It's 53-38, just underway here in the third quarter.
Mercer County shot 50% in the first half, 15 out of 30. Lincoln County 45.2%. Thanks to Callie Bailey and Janet Jacobs, as always, for keeping us up to date on the stats.
54-38. 1 minute gone here. Three-pointer on the way from Emma King. Got it.
Yes, good to see Emma come out and be on fire in the second half.
And quickly down the other end of the floor, there's a three-point answer from Lexi Lake. And going to have a timeout. We'll take it with them. Lady Patriots down 57-41. 2.9 WPBK FM.
Hope 53 is a faith-based, nonprofit organization. Their mission is to provide love and hope to orphan children and minister the gospel of Jesus Christ to all nations. Their main focus right now is being a supplement to the Way of Jesus Orphanage in Haiti. There are 150 million orphans in the world. While Hope 53 can't help every orphan, our collective conscience requires us to help the ones that we can. Every 2 seconds, another orphan worldwide dies from malnutrition. You can help us help them by participating in their local fundraisers.
Every child is a child of God and deserves hope.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Each time it seems that the Lincoln County Lady Pates are trying to claw back into this game, Mercer County goes on another barrage, and they are trying to weather the storm. It's 57-41 right now, 16-point lead. Here's Kevin Bandura with the call.
Maddie Boyle in the backcourt brings it into the front court, picked up by Robbins. Robbins working on Boyle. Boyle steps back. 6:42 to go. Lincoln trails by 16 to Wilkes on the high post. Wilkes now gives it over to Jenna King. King drives, stops, is cut off, bounces it to Boyle on the left side. Boyle drives, fans it back to Emma King. King fakes, drives, gets by Robbins. Floater rolls around, no good. Rebounded by Houston. Lincoln County with a one and done. And now we got a double dribble. Both players from Mercer County had the ball at the same time, so it's going to go back to the Lady Patriots.
That's sandlot basketball or backyard basketball when you yell team, 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 and one of you lets go of it, and that time they got them, and it was a turnover.
Godby to trigger it in, gets it to Emma King. King fakes, drives, gets cut off, steps, spins, gets by her man, and she's fouled. That's going to go against Souter. That's her third and the team's first of this half. And
big league move right there by Emma King to get the spin move and get the shot up, and she knew that Souter had the 2 fouls and took it right at her. Now she has 3.
If King's going to work that outside game, it should open up Caitlin Wilkes on the inside. And Wilkes in that first half, I'd like to say Beauty and the Beast. Beauty hitting those 3-pointers from the corner, and the Beast with the rebounds and the inside play as well. So she can really be a factor for Lincoln County in this second half. King's first free throw is good.
Hey, that Beast has also been a beauty with those 2 3-pointers in the first half.
Absolutely. Second free throw good. 57-42, 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Robbins will walk it into the front court. Over on the right side now to Davis. That's Souter. Souter backs it back out. Now we'll try a 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Shearer. Correction, that was Davis. Shearer into the front court. Behind the back dribble, has it slapped away by Houston. Houston races into the front court, fans it out. Robbins, 3 from the corner, good.
I don't see how she even had that ball in her hand for half a second, and it was in the air.
Inbound to Shearer. It's 60-43, and Mercer starting to pull away.
It's that separation that we've
Shearer,
talked about.
Runner, good.
Shearer's getting so good at that. The freshman right down the lane with the finish.
Robbins hands off to Lake. Lake crosses over, gets in the paint, shot up, no good. Easy rebound there for Shearer. Shearer long down court, pass to Godby. Godby tries to get down low to Wilkes and does. Wilkes lays it in.
Nice job. All right, so Lincoln County's cut it back down to 13 now.
60-47. Ed Davis driving. Wilkes cuts her off. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Plenty of time, but Lincoln's got to convert. They can't have empty trips. You can miss shots, Tim. You just can't have turnovers and all the empty trips. Robbins working on Godby. Goes to her right. Kicks it in the corner to Lake. Lake to the free throw line. Bounce it out to Davis, and Davis will work it back out. Now Mercer's going to milk some clock. Davis over to the right. Lincoln trailing 60-47. 4:40 to go in the third. A little early to put it in the tank here. And I think Mercer County is sometimes like a Corvette, Tim. They don't want to go in a school zone. They like to run. And now Wilkes comes out and fouls Davis. That's Wilkes' third. That's an ill-advised foul right there on Lincoln County, the team's second.
A long way away from the basket. Gives us a chance to give a shout-out to Coach Dean Wilkes listening to us today. And Dean loves to listen to us on the radio because he says it keeps him under under wraps a little bit and kind of soothes him a little bit when he's listening. Yeah. So shout out to Dean listening to us today.
Right side to Lake, guarded by Emma King. Crosses over, goes to the right. King picks her pocket, and it goes off out of bounds the hands of Emma Davis. So Emma King causes a turnover. Wilkes will check back in on the offensive end, replacing Jenna King.
Daryl Day also says, come on, let's go, Lady Pates. Daryl, a faithful Patriot fan and usually here at a lot of games.
He's at a baseball scrimmage today, so good luck to the baseball team as well. Shearer drives, is cut off, bouncing back to King. King in the paint, goes up, contact, no call. Battle on the floor. Wilkes digs in there and gets it out and lays it up. Can't get it to go.
Nice.
But she is fouled. And there's Caitlin Wilkes again.
You know, usually you see the taller players down low, Kevin, when they go down, they have a hard time getting it back up. She's so strong. She literally just pulled that basketball straight back up, went to the rack, and got the foul.
Halfway through the third quarter, Lincoln trails 60-47. Wilkes' first free throw is good. She has 15 points tonight. And again, very unofficial point total tonight. We've gotten a little excited up here.
The only thing official that we are is that we're unofficial. We're officially unofficial.
We can guarantee unofficialness.
Absolutely.
Second free throw, good. Jenna King checks back in. So Coach Cassandra McCord going to go offense-defense as she's done early in games before. Brings Wilkes out and Jenna King back in. So now Lincoln, full court pressure. Robbins gets into the front court, gets it in the corner to Lake. Lake gets it down low to Davis. Davis double dribbled.
Nice.
Really, all she had to do was go and lay that in, and she was going to try a wraparound pass, and Lincoln's Haley Sutherland anticipated it. So 60-49, Lincoln trails by 11.
Shout out to the Rellifords listening to us tonight, and also to Bear and Rebecca Smith.
Lincoln had it stolen away. Robbins with an offensive rebound. It won't go, and now Robbins goes over the back.
She fouled, yep.
Went over the back of Shearer. And, Tim, that was just an unforced error, again, by Lincoln County. Got to be careful with the passes in the backcourt. And Mercer going to guard the inbound, and they get it into Shearer, and Shearer's in a trap. Now floats it down the court to King. King cross-court pass, nearly picked off, and it is picked off by Houston. Got it. Again, long down-court passes have to be careful.
Yep.
Into the front court to Houston. In the corner to Lake. Lake back to Houston. On the right wing, 3:20 to go in the third. 60-49. Lincoln hanging around. Over now to Robbins. Robbins guarded by Godby. Puts a little move on her. Backs back out. Gets to the three-point line. Backs out. And will now have a step-back three. And it's short. No good. Rebounded by Shearer. Shearer now in a trap in the backcourt, and it's batted away, controlled by Mercer County. Mercer with numbers. They'll fire an open three. No good. Slapped out of bounds, fortunately, off the hands of Faith Lake. But Tim, Lincoln, again, empty possessions by throwing the ball away.
Everybody left Trinity Shearer alone. She had two men on her, and here's a steal by Mercer
just threw
County.
it in, and Robbins stole it. She gets it back, fires a three, no good. Sutherland with the rebound. Lincoln on the run now. Sutherland straight down the floor, bounces it to Wilkes. Wilkes spins, goes up in traffic, can't get it to go, but she's bumped. And it's going to be on Houston. That's her first and the team's second. But finally, Lincoln County gets it and gets a good shot.
Yeah, and Lincoln County can get it under 10 points right here, KB. And what have we been saying? Weather the storm, weather the storm, weather the storm. Stick around to that fourth quarter.
First free throw from Wilkes is good. You'll see Shearer back in the game for Boyle. 2:43 to go. Lincoln trails by 10. And, Tim, you're right. You get in that fourth quarter and with a single-digit deficit, you feel good about where you are and making a comeback in this game. Second free throw, good. It's down to 9. 2:43 to go in the third. Wilkes will check out. Jenna King back in. And Lincoln, well, it'd be nice to get a steal and a layup here.
Indeed.
So Lincoln coming with pressure. Houston floats it over to Robbins. Robbins splits a double team. Gets to the free throw line. Jumper from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Sutherland. Sutherland in traffic. Has it batted away. Picked up by Lake. Lake to Davis. Davis' shot is blocked, and she's fouled. Boy,
you just read Jenna King's lips. She said, I got all ball, when they called her on that foul, and going to the line will be Mercer County. Larry Vaught, good to hear from you, my brother. He says it's the longest he's been awake in 2 days. He's really been under the weather. Glad you're feeling better, Larry, and we'll talk to you Monday morning, my friend.
First free throw from Davis is good.
Man, just when Lincoln County's had a couple of opportunities, Kevin, to get the ball back down. They just can't hang on to it. They kicked it around that time. It was almost a stumbling, bumbling, rumbling, dumbling. Didn't know what happened to it, and Mercer County gets 2 free throws out of it.
Second free throw good as well. Lincoln County lobs it in, and Boyle nearly lost a handle on it, but now she has it. Races into the front court. 2:20 to go in the third. 62-51. Boyle with it for Lincoln County. Gets a screen, angles to the right. Down low to Wilkes, pass too tall, and picked off by Robbins. And again, another empty trip for the Lady Patriots.
Man.
Mercer does that to you, though. I mean,
they do.
They really like to pressure, and they force you into doing things that you don't want to do. Out top, swinging around the horn to Davis. Davis guarded by Wilkes. Skip pass in the corner now to Lake. Lake brings it back out top, guarded by Emma King. Out top now to Robbins. Robbins at the jump circle. Down to a minute 44 to go. Right side to Davis. Davis brings it to the middle of the floor, gets to the free throw line, loses a handle on it. And again, Lincoln picks it up and just throws it away. And Lake, fortunately for the Lady Patriots, double dribbled. But Tim, hang on to the basketball and get something out of it. Don't get in a hurry. Be fast, but don't get in a hurry.
That's right. We say it a lot of times. You can play fast, but you have to be deliberate when you do that. Here we go. Lincoln County coming into offense.
1:25 to go. Boyle into the front court. Lincoln trailing 62-51. Boyle doesn't use a screen. Gets in the corner now. Guarded by Lake. Still pounding the dribble. Now gets it to the high post to Wilkes and back to Boyle. Down to a minute 10 in the third. Lincoln trailing by 11. There it is, a lob over the top to Wilkes. Wilkes shot good.
Nice. Great feed from Maddie Boyle to Wilkes. And a PBK bank shot.
1 minute to go in the third. Lincoln trails by 9. Robbins into the front court. Crosses over. Fakes, gets to the rack and lays it in.
Well, she's not going to miss those layups.
Into Sutherland. Lincoln County now hands it off to Boyle, trailing by 11. 47 seconds to go. Boyle back to Godby. Godby at the top of the key. Down low to Wilkes. Wilkes spins, goes up, gets it to go, and the foul.
What a play, Caitlin Wilkes. What a feed from Logan Godby, getting it down to her, and she is now the beast. Feed her. Let her eat. Let them put it up there.
Foul is on Davis. That's her second. It's the team's fifth. Wilkes has had a day in this third quarter.
She's had 3 good games. She had 23 and 14. Another great game last night.
Free throw no good. Offensive rebound. Sutherland can't get it to go. Wilkes battles and loses a handle on it. Boy, Sutherland got the offensive rebound but was too far under the goal.
And, you know, you're excited to be right here because you're just 9 points down with 35 seconds to go. And hang around, get to that fourth quarter.
32 seconds to go. Lake with it in the backcourt to the middle. Got it to Lewis, who just checked in, and now to Houston. Houston drives, and there's a hand check. That's going to go against Emma King. That's her third, the team's fourth. 24.5 seconds to go. Lincoln trailing 64-55.
AGE Engineering, located on Foster Lane in Stanford, with all your engineering needs, site preparation, anything you need. Check them out on Foster Lane. AGE Engineering.
Into Lewis, back to Robbins. Robbins goes up, can't get it to go, but she's fouled. That's going to go against Napier. Her first, the team's fifth. And they'll send Robbins to the free throw line. And boy, Sagan Robbins, we talked about it earlier, Tim. When Mercer's needed an answer, she's provided it for the Lady Titans.
Yeah, I mean, you can we've seen enough basketball, Kevin. We've watched enough to see a Division I player, I mean, committed to Louisville already. Definitely shows it. Of course, Emma King's had some offers as well to Florida, SEC school, UK. I mean, is there a chance that we could see these two young ladies against each other in college someday?
That'd be awesome. Both free throws good, 66-55. Lincoln trailing 15 seconds to go in the third. King fakes a three, drives, goes, floater, back iron, no good. Wilkes over the back.
That's her fourth.
That's her fourth.
Uh-oh.
And Lincoln can ill afford to lose Caitlin Wilkes.
Got to sit her for a while.
10.5 seconds to go, and Napier and Shearer check back in. So now Lincoln's going to provide some full court pressure to slow Mercer down. Lake lobs it over to Lewis. Lewis into the front court. Dragger foot, didn't call it, and then Houston walks. Can't get it to go. Napier battles for the rebound, and that's the way the third quarter will end. Lincoln trailing 66-55. Lady Patriot basketball in the
outscored Mercer County by 2 in that quarter, 19-17, but they still trail by 11. Here's Kevin Bandier to call the fourth quarter.
Godby with it, gets it back to King. King long, three range, going to fake and drive, gets by her man, gets bumped, and there's a foul. King finally got a call on her path to the basket. So just underway here in the fourth quarter. Lincoln kind of seesawing back and forth between trailing by, anywhere from 9 to 12 points.
Get this, Kevin. Mercer County 10 out of 21 three-point shots today for 47%. Lincoln County 4 out of 10 from the three-point line for 40%. Mercer County is shooting 44.2% from the field. Lincoln County 46.5%. So both teams shooting very well. Lincoln County just can't get it any less than 9.
And the lead is 9 now as King buries both free throws, give her 11 points. That was the fourth foul on Lyric Houston, so she'll sit. It's the team's sixth. So now into the front court, Robbins in a trap. Gets it over now to Lake. Lake in the corner to Souter. Souter dribbles it back out, gets it to the high post to Lewis. Lewis drives in, pushes off, no call. Rebounded on the missed shot, Jenna King.
All right, you can get it under 9 right now.
So Lincoln trails by 9, 7:24 to go. Boyle drives, gets in the paint, shot is blocked, and she's fouled. She was knocked to the turf. Well, not the turf, the floor. See who the foul's on. 21, Lewis. Her first, team 7.
Was that Abby down there giving her hand up? Abby Sparkman?
Abby Sparkman came out of the crowd to give her a little hand up there. So
she'll help her fellow softball player up, will she not?
Absolutely. Boyle now to the free throw line. 7:21 to go. And a couple free throws here would get Lincoln as close as they've been in a long time. And first one's good. 6 points for Maddie Boyle. We see Emma Davis check back in for the Lady Titans. She replaces Lewis. Second free throw from Boyle forthcoming. And it's no good. Battle for the rebound and controlled by Mercer County. So Lincoln within 8 now. Robbins with it in the backcourt. Now Emma King up in fourth.
Is that ticky-tack or we don't complain a whole lot. I really don't, because I don't think it does any good. But that was absolutely a ticky-tack foul. Hey, Coach. Coach Kurt Young just passes by. Says Mercer County boys will be in action.
So now 7:16 to go.
Shout out to Doc Spangler listening to us. Doc's seen a lot of high school basketball games as well, and Doc says, come on, let's go, Lady Pates.
So Lincoln in a world of hurt here from a foul perspective. Emma King with 4. Caitlin Wilkes with 4. Robbins hit the first free throw, and second free throw is good as well. So she puts Mercer back up by 10, 68-58 with 7:14 to go in regulation. Boyle into the front court, into a trap, gets it to Jenna King. King bounces it over to Logan Godby. Godby puts a couple dribbles down, back out to Boyle. Top of the key, long three, rolls around and rolls out. Rebounded by Robbins, and now we've got Wilkes, who just fouled out of the game.
No way.
Said she cleared out on the rebound attempt. And boy, now Lincoln County's going to be without Caitlin Wilkes' services for the remainder of the game with 6:56 to go. Going to be Emma Davis to the free throw line.
Unreal.
So now Sutherland will check in. Now Sutherland had a big second quarter, Tim. So it's just going to be a different kind of game for the Lady Patriots now. Boy, you just hate to see that call right there in this juncture in the game. 1-and-1, first free throw, hits the back iron, goes up to the top of the backboard, and then goes in. So Davis connects on the first and will get a second.
And you hate to see it that far away from the basket. You're all the way down under your own basket on a defensive rebound.
Yeah. So now Boyle gets it in the front to Shearer. Shearer loses the handle but gets it over to King. King drives, gets it in the corner to Godby. Godby drives, shot up in the air, no good. Battle for the rebound. Sutherland taps it, but controlled by Mercer in a trap and traveled. Good job by Sutherland and Jenna King to force that travel. 70-58 Lincoln trails, 6:38 to go. Emma King back in, Shearer out.
12-point lead for Mercer County with 6:38 to go. Lincoln County got to stop right there. You got to get something out of it. No empty trips.
Into Sutherland, back to Boyle, over now to Godby. Godby to the high post to Sutherland. Sutherland loses the handle, shot up in the air, good.
All right, so she's going to take over down low with Caitlin having gone to the bench.
70-60. Davis with it in the backcourt, in the front court, now to Lake. Lake cut off by Boyle, and we'll bring it back out top with 6:15 to go. Boyle hounding Lake, who will hand off to Robbins.
They are going to be very, very deliberate. You can bet that.
Yeah, they're going to try to work some clock here. Godby goes out on Robbins. Robbins drives, wraparound pass. We got a foul on the floor. That's going to go against Jenna King, and that's her fourth.
Man.
So again, Wilkes is out with 5 fouls. Emma King and Jenna King each with 4. The only foul trouble for Mercer is Lyric Houston with 4.
Now, what Lincoln County, what the Lady Pates have got to do, KB, is not allow the things that are going against them to get them. They're starting to get a little fussy, if you could say, with the officials on the fouls. And, yeah, maybe they are some calls that are going against you, but you just got to rise up and get ready for the next play.
That's right. Robbins hits the first free throw. Exactly 6 minutes to go in regulation. Second free throw up, and she puts Mercer back up by 12, and it's stayed right there pretty much since the middle of the second quarter. Sutherland in the corner to Godby. 10-foot jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, and there's Souter with the rebound. Gets it in the front court to Robbins. Robbins cross court to Lake. Lake back out top to Davis. Davis back over to Lake. Mercer by 12 with the basketball. Robbins at the jump circle. Mercer's going to run clock here with this 12-point lead. Over to Lake. Lake hounded by Boyle. Boyle reached in, can't get the steal. Lake drives in, hands it off to Souter. Souter works it back out, guarded by Jenna King. Souter hands off to Robbins. Robbins down low to Lake. Lake lays it in.
How did she get that open?
And Lincoln gambled out top, and Robbins just with a left-handed wraparound pass, and Lake was wide open now. King's going to fire a three, and this one's off the iron. No good. Rebounded by Souter. Souter dribbles through a double team. 14-point lead down to 5 to go. In the corner to Lake. Back out top to Davis, and now to Robbins. And Lincoln's going to have to start fouling here pretty soon if Mercer's going to run this clock. Out top to Lake, around the horn to Souter. Souter puts a couple dribbles down. Sutherland on her. Hands off to Robbins. Guarded by Jenna King. 4:30 to go. Lincoln trailing by 14. Lake with it. Crosses over behind the back. Drives. Gives it over to Davis. Davis drives, and she falls down. Continues to dribble. Timeout. Mercer County will take it with them. Lincoln trailing 74-60. 4:22 to go in the ball game. This is Lady Patriot Basketball on 102.9 WPBK FM.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with State Farm's homeowner's insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Jason Todd, your local State Farm agent, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can make sure you get the discount you deserve and coverage you need. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Jason Todd, at 365-9882 or stop by my office at 711 Danville Avenue in Stanford today to find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
Hey sports fans, Doc Spangler here for Danville Office Equipment. For your office equipment, supplies, and furniture needs, use Danville Office Equipment. Why? Number one, we won't randomly substitute items you want to something close to the same, but that item is always a higher price. Number two, have you ever tried to return an item from one of those places? Holy smoke, it's like pulling hen's teeth. What a nightmare. Number three, we all know if you want furniture or machines, you want someone who will stand behind it and train technicians to make an occasional repair. So whatever the need for your office, call Danville Office Equipment, 1-800-633-0991. Patriots rock.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Shout out to Coach Cody Wills listening to us, and also Morgan Frith. Very thankful that you guys are listening to us today, and so glad to do it on WPBK FM. 74-60, Mercer County on top by 14. Here's Kevin Bandura.
Robbins into the front court. Anna Lane in the game now. Robbins drives, goes all the way to the basket, gets fouled. So Lane was there and Sutherland was there. We'll see who they call it on. It's on Anna Lane. That's her first. Going to put Mercer into the double bonus. So Robbins at the free throw line, almost halfway through this fourth quarter, and Mercer on top by 14 and make it 15 as Robbins connects. Mercer knows, Tim, it doesn't have to score too much more. If they continue to take the air out of it, they'll be on their way to cutting the nets down here.
For the third straight time, that's what they're going for.
Second free throw good. Robbins, 29 points on the night. Boyle in the backcourt, throws it away, threw it right to Robbins. Robbins drives in, shovels it over to Lake. Lake bumped by Boyle. That's her third, and it goes.
There's the largest lead of the night right now, KB, 18 points. 78-60 with 4:02 to go. And again, turnovers going down the floor has hurt Lincoln County, and Mercer County doing a great job of finishing.
Free throws no good. Sutherland with the rebound, gets it to King. King crosses over into the front court, gives it over to Godby. Godby faked the three, put her dribble down, back to Emma King. Skip pass over to Boyle. She'll fire a three from the right wing, no good. Battle for the rebound. There's Godby. Godby back to Emma King. Three on the way, short. Rebounded by Mercer County. Robbins right there.
Wilkes is back in. She must have only had 4 fouls. You had her for 5.
I had her for 5.
Apologize for that. Caitlin Wilkes is still in the game.
I'm so glad my math is bad.
I was going to say, once again, we do well just to keep the points. And we thought Wilkes had fouled out with 6:56. She had picked up her 4th foul, and Wilkes is back in, but Lincoln County trails 78-60 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And
maybe they just snuck her back in.
Maybe they won't know.
Yeah.
They need her to stay so big down low. You got to have some threes now, KB, with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left.
They got to hit shots for sure.
Got to hit them. Courtney Belcher, for Lincoln County Lady Paid herself, who played in several 12th region championships. Courtney Belcher shouts out to the States, be tough on the floor. Thank you, Courtney, for listening to us as well. I can always remember giving a shout out to so many of the Belchers. It would just be a text to just say, the Belchers.
Mercer quickly down the floor. Souter with it, bounce it out to Lake. Lake guarded by Napier. Anna Lane on Robbins, trying to keep her from getting the ball. Lake drives, gets by her man, and gives it over to Lexi Lake. She drives, got it to Souter, and Souter lost the handle on it. Tough pass to handle right there. So now Lincoln County will bring in Wilkes, Emma King, and Maddie Boyle back in for offense. Houston back in the game now for Mercer County. 3:19 to go. Tall order here for Lincoln County, 78-60. Going to have a lot of things go the Lady Patriots' way. They're going to get back in this one. Boyle into the front court. Gets it over to Godby. Godby down low to Wilkes. Wilkes spins. Kicks it over. King. King will fire a three. It's short. Rebounded by Souter. Souter floats it up to Robbins. Robbins into the front court. Gets to the elbow. Backs it back out. In the corner now to Lexi Lake. Or Faith Lake. Back to Robbins. And Mercer fans can sense the clock running out on Lincoln's season. Houston drives, steps back, 2:45 to go. Mercer with an 18-point lead. Houston dribbling around. Boyle fouls. So that'll send Houston to the free throw line for 2.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And that's 5 for Maddie Boyle.
That must have been where I put the other foul. I had her with 4.
That might be the first game all year that Maddie has fouled out. She's had a heck of a game, a heck of a season. Just a sophomore.
First free throw from Lyric Houston is good.
Lincoln County with a lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors. The only thing about that is Mercer County with a lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors.
They will lose Lyric Houston. Lincoln will lose Jenna King and Logan Godby. Second free throw from Houston is good. She has 16 points
20.
tonight. 20-point lead for Mercer County. 2:36 to go in the ball game. Shear into the front court. Gives over on the left side to Godby. Godby back to Shear. Right side now to Emma King. Back to Shear. They're working it around. They float it over in the corner to Godby. Tried to get it down low to Wilkes and threw it away.
And Wilkes had kind of stepped to her left that time, and Logan Godby went down low and had it tried to go down low to Caitlin, but knocked it out of bounds and comes back to Mercer County.
Mercer with it. Davis will dribble it into the front court, straight down the middle of the floor, over the right side to Souter, back out to Faith Lake. 2:14 to go, 80-60 to score. Napier guarding Lake. They get it to Houston. Houston guarded by Sutherland. Sutherland tried to foul her and wouldn't call it. Houston crosses over, drives in. We'll work it back out. Under 2 now. Davis with it. Working on Shearer. There comes a trap. Sutherland comes and ties her up.
Stays with Mercer.
We'll stay with Mercer on the alternate possession. We're going to see Allie Burke check in for the 1:50 to go. Had cut it to 8 at one point in the third quarter. Mercer just too strong, too talented. They get it in the backcourt to Faith Lake. She'll work it into the front court. Hand check by Logan Godby.
You got a foul now. I mean, that's your only hope. And down 20 with 1:45. And Lincoln County had a great run through the 45th District Tournament. Also, the great run for the first 2 games. Got a great draw last Saturday, a week ago, and we're sitting together in the library as a free throw is no good. And Coach McQuarter sitting there beside of us, and when they were drawing the little numbers to see who goes where, you could tell that got the draw that they wanted and made it to the finals yet again. They're going to fall here to Mercer County.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Sutherland. Hands off to Shearer. 1:40 to go. Lincoln trailing by 20. Into the front court, Emma King. King drives, gets in the paint. Little stutter step. Shot up, no good, but she's fouled.
Drew the foul. Nice job. You talked about it there, Kevin. That little stutter that she took it and then all of a sudden put it in another gear and went up and missed it, but going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul is on Souter. That's her 4th. 1:35 to go now. King at the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good. Napier's going to check in for Lincoln County, replacing Wilkes. And then Mercer County will bring in number 10, Jennifer Merchant.
Gives us a chance to give a shout-out to Coach Brian Miller from here at Pulaski County for the great job that they've done this year in the girls' 12th region. We know all too well, Kevin, how tough it is to run a region because we have it at Lincoln County every year, too. And they've done a great job here at Pulaski County. And we'll be back at Lincoln County coming up on Monday night for the semifinals and then the championship on Tuesday.
Emma King hits both free throws. It's 80-62. Robbins with it in the front court. 1.5 to go. Gets it in the corner to Burke. Burke will skip it out top to Houston. Houston dribbling around in a trap. Throws it down low and laid up and in. Robbins comes out of the game to a big hand.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, Kevin, I would not put it past the Mercer County team. Call that one.
Wilkes buries another 3. Who knew?
Third three-pointer of the game for Caitlin Wilkes after she had fouled out.
I had her with 25 points. Who knows? She may have 60. 80 with 40. There's Jenna King. King is going to foul with 42.5 seconds to go.
Is that her 5th as well?
I think so. She's going to walk off the floor. Gets a hug from her coaching staff, and that'll be the final time we see Jenna King in the Lincoln High School.
Oh, Logan
and here comes Logan Godby as well, as the seniors will come out.
That is so tough. So tough to watch them walk off crying, knowing that they've played the last time for a team that they put so much, literally, blood, sweat, and tears into. Imagine the amount of hours over the summers, through the games and everything that these girls put into it. And it's so sad to see them walk off for the last time.
Houston hit the first free throw. She'll get a second. This one is off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Shear. 83-65, 40 seconds to go on Lincoln season to King. King gives it over to Sutherland. Sutherland drives, floater, back iron, no good. Ball tapped around, picked up by Shear. Shear drives and there, dumps it down low to Sutherland, who lays it in. Good penetration by Shear that time. We got a whistle, and it's just a substitution whistle is going to get Houston off the floor as well. Mercer pulled all its starters off throughout the course of this. And
going to be a quick turnaround, Kevin, because this is the deal, on a Saturday, the game, and you got to find out there's a lot of work to go into it for Mercer County as the other starters are coming off for Lincoln County as well. Shout out to Deb Collins listening to us tonight. Doris and Bruce Johnson, thank you all for the compliments. We're so glad to do this on WPBK-FM to bring you all the games.
83-67. Mercer's going to dribble out the clock with 9 seconds to go and will find themselves in the state tournament once again. Mercer County victorious today over the Lincoln County Lady Patriots. Final score 83-67. We come back. We'll